You always have the choice, is what the interactive video is named, and through a series of choices, viewers are taken step by step down a path toward radicalization, or not, depending on which decisions are made. The same decisions a French young person might face. It's no secret that the French have a problem with homegrown terrorists. The Interior Ministry here has a list of 12,000 people suspected or known to be radicalized. In the Middle East, hundreds of French young people are thought to be currently involved with fundamentalist groups. And here at home, there have been numerous bloody attacks attempted or carried out by French nationals. So, as part of a €500 million campaign aimed at radical Islam called Stop Jihad, government information officials created the video, targeted at young people and parents alike. Viewers can follow either a young man or a young woman as they fall in with fundamentalists, who eventually lead them to terrorist cells in the Middle East. It's similar to the journey Valérie de Bois-Roland's 16-year-old daughter Leah took 3 years ago. Encouraged by a young man she met on the internet, she traveled to Syria and has not come back. Madame Bois-Roland regrets she didn't spot the radicalization signs shown in the video.
Sadly, we did not talk about it in 2013. Now, with time and throughout the years, we were told the different detection for various signs. We realized that our daughter did indeed act that way.
In fact, Madame Bois-Roland is taking part in the Stop Jihad campaign to emphasize that every parent should be concerned. But the way kids behave at home may be entirely different from the way they behave under the influence of others. Terrorism expert Nafiz Hamid, who has seen the interactive video, says because the video comes from the government, young people may not pay much attention to it. But he says it's a very good warning to parents and families about how easily and how quickly someone can be radicalized.
It's also important, as they highlight in the campaign, that people tend to hide the radicalizing behavior. So it's not easy to spot. The Islamic State has put out messages inside their magazines saying it is acceptable by the rules of the caliphate to, if you were drinking alcohol before, keep drinking alcohol. If you were doing drugs before, keep doing drugs before. If you were, don't do anything that can make yourself caught, as long as the purpose of that behavior is to remain clandestine wherever you are.
David Vella, who once was recruited by radicals to fight in Afghanistan and spent 5 years in jail because of it, now works to help young people make the right choices and resist the fundamentalist recruiters. Is there something you think that could be said or done to stop young people from being attracted by the message of the jihadists?
We should, and I think it should be mandatory, that we add an extra class in middle school to warn them against this ideology.
Ça va prendre très longtemps.
It will take a long time. We have minimum 10 years ahead of us.
Bala, who's also taking part in the government's Stop Jihad campaign, says there are no miracle solutions, but that it's critical to say to young people, as its video makes clear, you always have a choice. Jim Bitterman, CNN, Paris.